Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Pillars of Eternity 2, composed by Justin Bell. I'm sorry I forgot his name last episode. I felt it was necessary to fix that mistake today. So welcome on in. I am Colonel RPG as usual, of course, and we are in the Hanging Sepulchres. And that's why they're hanging, and these are the sepulchres. And we are collecting, I think we might have collected all the bits. I've acquired part of the eulogy, referring to the gate. I have also read the eulogy, that's fine. I've acquired part of the eulogy, the section of the vigil, and I've read the Feywen. Did I find everything? I don't think I found everything of the eulogy. We're tracking that down for, actually I don't, it's from Kasu, the High Priest of Berath, yes. He was the first one to give me this quest, even though we had been here before. Before he gave me the quests. So, corrosive trap cloud. Cloud trap, the other way around. We also found a secret head, which sounds interesting, but it's not. It's secret. It's a puzzle. Not a puzzle, a treasure. And we got some berries over here. All good things, and that's good stuff. Let's go this way. Oh. How is that not gonna end up in me getting attacked? How is that not gonna end up with me getting attacked? These are clearly revenants. I am not gonna fall for your bullcrap. I'm gonna eat water. There we go. Drag all that water. You don't need the water. Where's my water? I can also eat that. I should not hit. Probably not. It's a bad idea. So yeah, let's take that. Water doesn't have anything, and nobody likes stack and water, so not crafting either. Just wait. No, not wait either. What am I doing? I'm dead. Rest. Yes. I wish they had made a new cutscene for the waiting.
Something I can do.
I like seeing cutscenes that video game developers do.
Good thinking.
Except they're really expensive, of course. Let's see what we have over here. This skeleton stands rigid as stone and just as strong, eternally warding the crypt beyond. The skeleton's chest is bowed outward from pride. We can't. I'm gonna leave because I'm gonna need Penumbra to do this. Come in here. Let's inspect this skeleton. No, nothing happened. Yeah, the skeleton's chest is bowed outwards from pride. Its stout-boned hands clutch the haft of a heavily adorned but battle-worn spear. Above the skull, an eroded engraving on the wall depicts a man standing triumphant under a great gate. I'm gonna call out his name because I know who he is. The Lord of Heldengate. Your words reverberate in the darkness, beckoning the skeleton back to life. Borthwn, Lord of Heldengate. The sound becomes a thrum, rewriting the air as his soul essence coalesces and curls around you. It prickles along your skin before snaking for the skeleton's mouth. Empty eye sockets alight with flames. The skeleton shudders and rattles, head bowing forward. Its soul essence seeps into the door's seals. And I don't need to fight it, which is the best bit. It's the best bit.
What can I once
do this? This skeleton, much like the other, stands rigid as stone. The skeleton's shoulders are squared for battle. Its fingers grip the rusted remains of a large mace. Above the skull, an eroded engraving on the wall depicts a kneeling woman raising a lantern. And I'm gonna call out her name, the Lady of Vigils. And again, your voice clangs through the caverns. It echoes again and again as the air around you grows heavy. Feydwen, a death knell. Feydwen, Lady of Vigils. A dark essence plumbs up, coalescing into the air. Then it curls, sifting slowly into the skeleton's mouth. Empty eye sockets alight with flame, and much like the other one, the soul essence seeps into that. And we have a gate. Now we have a passage to the tomb of Berath's champions. Freshly rested? Oh no. The towering skeleton straightens his spine, and the sound of his bones shifting rattles around the cavern. A gilded sword rests strapped on his back, and in his hands he grips a massive flail with a heavy skull for a striking head.
Watch her.
Twin fires flicker in the pits of his blackened eye sockets, burning with a deadly intent.
Been more than a middling life worth since my flails got bathed in bloody gore. Speak, then perish. Listen, you've a cause from Berith to fare here.
The Death Guard drags the spiked skull head of his immense flail over the ground, gouging the stone at his feet. Then he hefts the flail's chin over his bony shoulders. I couldn't be here if Berath didn't personally favor me, I'm gonna say. The skeleton stands still as death, magic billowing around him, burning up the air. For several moments he only stares. Then his teeth clacks loudly, and he hefts the flail from his shoulders, swinging it just short of your throat.
So tell me what for the goddess would send ye. A button your next and last breath.
I can't understand a few of these words. What senje? Oh, what? Yes, okay, yeah. That. Yeah, that's the other way of using that word. About your next and last breath. You're abouting! Oh, I don't know this slang. But that's interesting, that's an interesting word. Barath's high priest laments that your eulogy has been forgotten.
Aye, be it 2 life worths, no Berathian priests have come to the sepulchres.
He studies you, eyes flickering silently, then his teeth clack and he drops the flail's skull down to crater the ground.
Aye. Stay your death, then I will.
Huh. I must take the last stone tablet of your eulogy to the High Priest of Berath.
Aye then. I'll allow it. They priests need to be keeping the sacred rites of Berath alive. There it lies in my burial grave.
Okay, farewell. Fairly gentle chap, all things considered. Not gentle, that's not the word. Friendly. Friendly is the... yeah. There was no reason to fight him. I mean, he was pretty aggressive, but I honestly kind of didn't want it. It's too soon. Such pain cannot be fathomed. Wolves' teeth gnawing at my ribs. Burning fever, this devouring flames. A troth, a vow, and a canon be broken to Berath, to slay the undead, hunted Revan, far too near, too deep in the Deadfire, recovering the sword, or the sword of souls, and should have killed Riven in the Battle of Dusken Isle, as I killed her here. But instead, I was struck sideways, I suppose. Forgot the current to the temple. Sepulchres or never saw it. Ended lying in a grave, captive to the pallid night. Now I can't keep a grip on the sword. It towels and until and twill be taken. It will be taken. If when I die, wielded as a wound, hurt some, because again, Berath or Caw again, I don't know what Caw is. Cannot die in fail ye, and fail you. Will not die, will not die, will not die. Have to see Riven suffer, have to ward Berath's sacred weapon. Anyways. Is that anyways? I'd love for this to be I mean, I love that it's obviously... It's a mixture of things. It's a mixture of typos and a mixture of the things that I don't like, which is accents transported to text. Like shoulda. This wouldn't have that. Like, you know, I just don't. It's not how life works. Like if you see somebody from, I don't know, Florida or something, you don't see their Florida accent in the texts. Come on. But still, I don't like it. But still, I like that the typos are there. I would prefer it if I could understand a little bit better, because I think this is a tragic story and I cannot see it. I cannot tell exactly what's going on there.
This luminous Audra ought to be able to take my soul's watcher. What do you say?
Sure. Why not? A gleaming pillar of luminous Adra towers above you as Shodi stomps confidently towards its base, a green ripping wide over her face.
Get ready to witness the feat of a lifetime, Watcher. I'm about to do God's good work, to single-handedly shepherd a multitude of souls straight into the depths of hell.
Takeo's lips curve in an approving smirk. She rubs her hands together, drubs her palms against her hips, and snatches up her lantern, eager, ready. She wrinkles her shoulders and pops her neck, stance subtly widening. I'm ready to be impressed.
Then keep your eyes peeled, cause it's gonna happen.
And she snaps her fingers.
Fast as a fire beetle flash. The Audra'll snatch him right quick once I conjure the light. So don't look away.
As she exhales those last words, she presses one palm flat to the cold expanse of gem-like growth, fingers trembling, and like a firework going off, the light from her lantern flares blindingly bright. Electricity, no, hypercharged soul energy, whips across the air, lashing open Shodi's skin, traveling the pathways of 1,000 branching veins and capillaries. The strike bursts Shodi bloody from the face to neck to arms and lower, and she screams, her voice a secondary crack across the sky. Release the souls, Shodi.
I swear to the gods, I'm trying.
The words rattle from between clenched teeth, ripped from her convulsing body, but she doesn't let go of the Adra that's searing her palm. The lantern trembles so violently it nearly cracks, but then a massive wave of purple essence rushes from the lantern. It swirls up and around the Adra, crashing along the glimmering surface before being sucked inside. The Adra pulses brighter, then darker, then even brighter, blinding. There's a howling, then the Adra cracks, and a jagged shard tumbles to the ground.
Ugh, son of a god's darn motherless cur. That hurt worse than a back-to-back whooping from Uncle Angbert's quarterstaff. Hell, and I only gotta do it again and again on cycle until the day I die?
You don't have to do anything you don't want to.
Ugh, but the guild says I do.
Yeah.
I can't turn my back on my purpose any more than I could Aora in need.
Hey, and she has a Florida accent. I didn't think of that when I came up with that thing. Maya props her chin on her fist and listens, wearing a broad smile.
I never did want to take the easy route. I'll keep reaping more souls then. Do my duty till I fall to dirt and bones. Never you worry though. I'll see to dumping my lantern in the future on my own. Thank you for finding me a way to handle my burden. Even if it does involve the occasional jolt of pain.
Chest heaving, Shodi scrambles for the Adra shard embedded in the ground. The crystal slick with blood from her palm, she shoves it into her pocket. Then she shakes her head. And I got luminous Adra mantle. It's a mantle? This small shard of a luminous Adra glows with soul energy. Though obviously shorn from a larger piece, it has the appearance of being tooled, or as though for a specific purpose. Perhaps it could be used to improve upon Shodi's lantern. Aha.
Darn if I don't feel so light I could float away.
Shodi casts an odd look to her darkened lantern before turning you a whimsical smile. That looked like it hurt.
Never felt anything so painful in my whole life. I don't know if this is what God planned for me, but I'd like to think we did right by these souls. We're bringing light to the darkness, ensuring spring follows the coming fall.
She dusts her hands and on her hips before setting off at a determined clip. Don't go away. We got level ups to do. Yeah, that thing is still luminous, right? Am I not mistaking that? I don't think I'm mistaking that. We got obsidian flakes over there. Hey, Ysir.
It's solace, sister.
Well, hard to complain. All that beauty and fresh air out there. You should come outside with us sometime. It'd do you some good.
The fires in the eyes flare hotter in the Death Guard's eyes.
Oh, right. That's my fault there. Shouldn't have brought it up.
Again now. Speak.
Hey there, what you doing messing with that? Just don't mess with that. Don't do it. Just be chill. We're good. Let's have a chat with Jody.
What can I do you for, Watcher? Tell me what's on your mind.
That's all for now.
I'm glad we talked.
Yes, we didn't. Don't worry. Let's level up. So now, I want to go with probably Bluff. If I'm gonna have party help, I'm probably gonna go with Bluff. Then we have Arcana, we have Sleight of Hand, which I might want for dialogues and all that. It might be good. I'm okay with Arcana right there on that. I'm probably never going to use that, to be honest. Let's go with Sleight of Hand. Wait a minute. Parties +1? Nobody has Sleight of Hand? Boy, we're bad. Anyway, we're good. I just said we're bad and then immediately said we are good. Okay, so I got 1 point, 1 active skill point and 1 passive skill point, new power level unlocked, 1 new ability for Chanter and Druid, which means we have 1 for each, which sounds lovely. So we got that, which means nothing specific here for the Chanter. Let's see what we have. Summons 2 ogres, that sounds awesome, and I do want that, to be honest. Why is that different? I don't... What? Ogres now possess a sweeping area attack. Aha, okay. Ally... I like that. I mean, it's dangerous to use, but I like that. Foe AoE Charmed. Now, Foe AoE Charmed? Heck yeah. Paralyzed Foe AoE, yeah. Well, I'm going with those, ain't I? Yeah, I'm not getting those summons. I'm getting these summons down here. Let's go with that. So, yeah. Then, up here, what do I have? I got a new one. I got the Hailstorm. Sounds good. And then I will have... I also have some things over here for summons. I could do that. I have... Yeah. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Instead of having spells. This one is AoE. We don't have any full AoE over here. It's fun to target on the stun. Yeah, that's not that great. So I could have that for extra stun chance. I think the penetration, if it goes above a certain... Like, is it the armor class or... Does it... I think it increases critical damage. So full penetration does extra 30% damage. But it doesn't do... Unless it says there, will always check penetrating against burn. Yeah. So I will want this first. It's damage. It's reducing. It's the sorry, not reducing. It's diminishing returns because it's here plus 15% damage dealt as shock with weapons. So imagine you have 10 damage, you effectively deal 11.5. That's a 15% increase. However, this one, it's not a 25% on top of this 15. It's a 25% instead of the 15%. So instead of doing 11.5, you do 12.5, which is less than a 10% increase, rather than a 15% increase in here. So it's definitely diminishing returns, but I'll go with it. Min-maxing all that. And we are now level 10. A third or something. Yes, we have more level ups. Let's look at them. We got athletics here for Adair, and I like that. We got explosives over here. Nobody else has that, so let's go with you. We got intimate, survival. Yeah, intimate. It's the intimidate. Intimate is sort of similar, but it's not quite the same thing. Let's see. So you have 1 new ability over here. What am I gonna go with? Extra deflection. Yes, I like that a lot. Resistance plus 5%. That's also pretty awesome. Do I like this better than this? I don't like this better than the other one. Huh. Fighter draws strength from their own indomitable spirit, causing them to regenerate a portion of the health lost from each attack. So it's basically, if I'm not mistaken, this is unless it's not a passive. No, it's not a passive, so I don't want it. Yeah, but it says instant cast though. It's a type of, yeah, can be useful. That's stances. Yeah. He's a tank. He needs that. And then everything is good over here. Good. He also looks amazing with that armor. That is an amazing armor. And then over here, we got alchemy. I'll go with that. I have diplomacy. I got history. You're the best here. You also have a little bit of religion. Let's go with history over here. And then we have 1 ability for priest. So let's see what we get. So I got Champion's Boon, which is really nice. Because it adds plus 5 resolve and also concentration. plus 2 penetration and also might, 5 might, which is nice. That's like 15% extra damage. And extra enemies engaged. For 30 seconds, that is really good. That is really good. I mean, it's not amazing, because the engage only has so much usefulness, but it's, yeah, it's really good. Got a cute. It's okay. Hazard AoE, don't need that. We also have this one. I'll do without for right now. That's also nice. I'll go with that. And hopefully I didn't miss anything on the previous levels. Even then, you know, the higher levels are still going to be generally more useful. So let's keep going, because nobody else leveled up. And we have concluded this quest. We can now go away. I say that. I say that. Through the crumbling remains of an old tomb, a passage leads deeper into the mountain. Skeletal remains jut out from the wall inside the tomb. Its niche is now filled with loose rocks. Ahead, the graves lead into a passage. It bends to the left, a breeze whizzing into its hollow darkness. Yeah, I think I know where this goes. You stand before a hole. It's the cubby holes. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm in the right... Yeah. Yeah, I remember how that is. That is the... that's what I thought it was. No, I think... My thing is, I think I did this, but I don't know if I have. So I'll need to go and check. Because the last time we were here... I don't... Oh, yeah. This is where we found one of the things. How come I didn't get all of this all these things? Did I forget that? I did. It's a quill leaf. Leaf, not leaf. What's the difference between a leaf and a leaf? Actually, I don't think leaf is a thing. I'm sorry. Sometimes I mispronounce things. A lot of the times I mispronounce things. Anyway, let's get out of here. Back to the sacred stairs. Fast mode style. Let's do this thing. And yeah, this was obviously where I left. But of course, the cubbyhole passage would lead back upstairs from that tree route that's that tree route right there. Okay, so from here we're going to the Temple of Gone, because that is what I need to do. Fast mode activated. Wonder how fast we get over here with fast mode. About 10 seconds. That's perfectly acceptable. Yeah, it's pretty good. About 10 seconds, indeed. And now, which of these three do I need to talk to? Well, I assume it's the only one that we actually talked to. Well, the quest is also going to tell us that we actually got to talk to. Yeah, High Priestess Sayawin. Let's see.
Uh-huh.
No.
How might I help you?
Who is it? Return to Castle in the Temple of Barath. Dang it! It's not the Temple of Barath. This is Temple of Gone, right? Yeah. I mixed them up. So the Temple of Barath, it's not the Temple of oh, it was right above. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, it was right above. Right there. Good. One thing I will do, eventually, not in this episode, certainly not in this episode, of course, but also not before the next one, I'll change the location of where I have this game installed, and I'll put it on a faster hard drive. I don't actually have it on a hard drive, I have it on a solid state drive. I say slate, I don't know.
You go in first.
These guys are okay. Yeah, this is where I need to go. And I'll put it on an NVMe drive and see if the loading screens get improved. They're pretty good right now. They're really, really good in comparison to the first game. But we do have, I think we have a few more of them than in the first game. Because, of course, the designers knew they were dealing with a better engine that would have the loading screens a little bit reduced. People still complain that they're long, and I'm sure they are really long on hard drives. But on solid slate, it's pretty decent.
It can be dangerous down there. I never went yet, but I will after I die.
Yeah. Did you know Izair had become a death guard?
Had heard, but knew no. Is it true? Isair is a death guard. So, under the right duress, it can be done.
You want to become a death guard. That's why you're preparing a ritual to kill yourself.
Yes, the fate that awaits me. Then I will walk within the catacombs beneath the temple. Finally, I'll be one of Bereth's chosen, blessed for always.
I don't think it's gonna work. But unfortunately, I can't say that like that. I don't think you should do this. Let's go with this one.
It's too late to stop it. I'm going to die either way.
Slanting you a feeble smile, the priest checks the remainder of a nearby hourglass. Then he uncorks his goat-skinned flask and chokes down a deep swig.
We will speak again. After my acolyte has gouged my heart from my chest. The cutting and the chants will work.
Head tipped back, he closes his eyes as if he can hear the chanting already.
You'll see. All right. I will address your inquiries best as I can.
Well, that was a
So
thing.
ask.
I've acquired stone tablets containing Izair's eulogy.
Give them here.
The priest's arms quiver from the weight of the stone-carved tablets. As he sets them down, his hands scan the grooved words.
Truly, you are Bereth's champion. Yet you will not die soon.
Hopefully.
There is work ahead for you. I set these aside for you. Old keepsakes from another time.
Some interesting things in there. I'm gonna have to check them.
Bereth holds you close. Perhaps in helping you.
He trails off, leaving the thoughts unfinished. I gained 10,000 experience just then. Checking an hourglass, he uncorks the goatskin again. Okay, well, farewell. So, are you just gonna die? Because I think it's just gonna die. Yeah. Well, we're out of time for the day. So, let's get out of here and meet again next episode. How about that? For right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Pillars of Eternity 2. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.